Alright, here we go. Adam here, tutorial number 1. I've just logged into YogiTunes, which brings you to the welcome page, and we really want to make sure you get the most out of this service, so I'm going to quickly go through how we've organized the music so you can best use it and explore the amazing artists, DJs, tracks, and mixes that you have access to with your subscription. So above we have a search bar where you can search for music, and below that a slider with some featured content that's always worth checking out. But the first thing I want to show you guys is this section right here where you can find music based on activity. And especially for the yogis and teachers out there, here's an easy way to find music designed specifically for your yoga practice and classes. For example, if you click on Flow Yoga, it brings you here to all of these playlists that have been curated by pro DJs that we brought on board, many of which have been creating music and mixes for yoga for years, for classes and festivals around the world. So really great resource here. And you have access to the fruits of their work and skill that you can experiment with, listen to, and of course use in your classes. So if you look on the playlist art, you'll see some have been made for 90-minute classes, some for 60-minute classes, some for 75-minute classes. And if you click on a playlist, it'll bring you to a page where you can read the playlist description, check out the tracks that have been chosen. You can start the playlist by clicking on the play button here, and you can check out the mixed version. So the mix is really the art piece of the DJ who has taken their chosen tracks and mixed them into a seamless flow to improve the cohesion and experience of the music, which can be really powerful in your practice and in your classes. Now, this is definitely something to start exploring, and we're really stoked to be offering this, as there really isn't a resource like this anywhere else in the world. So as you can see here, many of the playlists have different versions of the mix based on duration. And this is so cool as a yoga teacher. So here I can play a 30-minute mix, a 60-minute mix, a 75-minute, or a 90-minute version of Jano's Water Soul sessions. And later on the mobile app tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can filter all our playlists based on duration and save mixes for offline playback, which is a key feature, especially for teachers, because it allows you to access your YogiTunes music on your device and anywhere you go without the internet. From this page, you can also add tracks to your own playlist, and this is another key feature that I'm going to be covering in the next video. Okay, so back to the welcome screen. And before we move on, we can see some of these other activities, some great guided meditations here, mantras and chants, great music for massage therapists or other healers who use music in their practice. A lot of cool music to check out here. And we have a section for our latest mixes and playlists, which is definitely worth browsing, and for our most popular playlists as well. So below the activity-based music categories, we have a section so you can build your own playlist, and this is another unique feature that we have at YogiTunes, where we've organized hundreds of tracks into the different sections of classes to make it easier and quicker for teachers and yogis to put together their own playlists, get creative, and again, we'll look more at that in the next video. And in the final section on this page is our radio stations. This is another great way of listening to music and checking out the catalog. Just pick the radio station that calls to you in the moment, hit play, and automatically music will start playing in the player below here. If you like the music, you can thumbs up it and it'll keep it in the rotation for the future. If you don't like the track, thumbs down and it'll take it out of the rotation, in effect creating your own personalized radio station. And if you want to find out more about the music or the release, you can click here on the name and add the track to a playlist or find out more music by that artist. So that's the radio stations. And now there's a few more sections I'm going to quickly cover for you to find music. We have a new section, which is great because we're always adding new music to the catalog, so keep coming back to that to find new music. We've got a sweet section on all the DJs. So once you start listening to the music, you can really find the DJs that really speak to you and check them out, or you can just explore the DJs that we have by clicking on the icon. There's bios, there's their playlists. Some of these DJs also produce music, so what they've produced is on here. And we've also got a section of featured music that we feel is really worth checking out. Again, another great way to explore the catalog. And finally, and I love this section, genres and moods, and we've created some typical and atypical genres and moods for you, again, to narrow your search and find music to suit a specific mood or feeling. So hopefully all this has been helpful for you. Thanks so much for connecting with us. I would love to hear your feedback. We're always looking at different ways that we can improve the service. In the next tutorial, we're going to look at building our own playlists. So stay tuned.